It's a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Florida Gators and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gators offense to go on the attack first. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Jones to throw. Out wide left, it's ball. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for ball. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Makes the grab and room to run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Shakes off the defender. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space, but my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle, but still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the try is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So LSU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And year after year, we hear about the DBU. LSU is always in the conversation. Derek Stingley Jr. several years ago, obviously now being in the NFL is the best corner probably in football. Honey Badger, The list goes on, Palmer. There's something about the Raging Cajuns and their defense and the way they play that they just welcome all these guys that can really cover, that can really run and do some special things.
Yeah, it's like they're always finding a corner who's 6'2 or 6'3 with long arms who can run, and they've got safeties who have range, that can fly downhill and hit you as well. There's just a lot of problems in the back end for LSU secondary, and it gives them a positional matchup time and time again when they get into some of these games. And when you play in the SEC, you've got to have athletes on the back end. LSU always has it.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket.
Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll give it to him again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. That's what this guy can do. He can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
The give to Caden Durham. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. I have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Jones to throw. The sure hands, it's Abrams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff ball running left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got his man on the right. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. To the air, it's Levitt. Right side, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking, but on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done, and the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it, because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Oh, pressure's coming. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Fires left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's second and long. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. It's picked off. That's number 10. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Durham. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? To the air, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number 1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 7 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Cavaliers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Stop right there.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Throws to the wideout, and they fail to hook up on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's a give the ball. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. LSU right back to the line.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver year. This guy is really good.
Quick give, it's Durham. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The fake wants to throw. Oh, what a cut! Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise that.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Jones wants to throw it. Look out! He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Second and long here. Handoff, Jaden running left. Knocked down immediately.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you get your athletes there.
The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Turns up, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on second down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. LSU quick to the line. On third down, here's Durham. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's a give to Durham. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's ball. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the top 12 and the scoreboard and see how those teams vying for playoff spots are doing. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Handoff ball running left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wilson. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Down he goes.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
LSU 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 3rd down, here's Durham. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the 1st down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
Looking for a man, it's Levin. Left side, it's Lockett. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Long way to go on 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Gets rid of it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now saving the...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play. Second down, going to throw it. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to pass. The throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Handoff, Caden Durham. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of touchdown, Tigers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in.
Caught, and he's got room. Made a defender miss. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Gonna look downfield again. They're all over it. And it's a sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Caught. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play.
And wait, they've made a decision here, and they're sending out the field goal unit, hoping to get a sure 3. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. The Gators ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for space. It's Arrington. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia sends out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Florida Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it. It's Ball. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back's got it. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Handoff for Ball. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Straight ahead, it's Arrington. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run him again. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as the get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Jones wants to throw it. Rolls right. He's going to take off. Still running at the 35. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Brown. Hard running there. Maybe some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about, especially defense. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Keeps it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Out wide left, it's ball. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Running inside, it's Arrington. Just smothered on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Hand off, Jaden running left. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Jones to throw. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Here's a give the ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fowler. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Arrington. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Just feeds the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Going to field this one in tight quarters. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Gain of 8 yards on the play is too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
That's caught. It's Brown. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's giving this defense all they can handle.
Off play action on first down. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hits the hole. It's Arrington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Finds his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. They'll line up for a second down play. Hits inside. It's Arrington. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got it looking for the first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. This time there is no running room to be found if this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. He'll set up to throw. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to run it. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Complete out left to Wilson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Complete to start this drive. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff for ball. Nowhere to go.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Under pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Dragged down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Into the end zone for 6. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Jones to throw. Out wide right, it's Abrams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. It's dropped after taking the hit. 2nd and long here. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move, it's Arrington. Maybe a crease. He's at the 50. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Left side, it's ball. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Jones wants to throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Arrington. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is a virtual wrap as we take a look at the top 12 scoreboard for Week 10. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Open space at the 25. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Drops back on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's a give the ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Throws to the wideout. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Jones wants to throw it. That one's not even close.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Snapped on fourth down, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Going for it all. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Handoff for Ball. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Gators have it with a first and goal. Here's Jaden one more time. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Fit it in the window for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells the run, looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Arrington. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's second and 9. The give on the counter. Driven back. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rush right in his face. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Dogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Arrington. Stop right there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Finds his target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Out wide left, it's Taylor. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jones to throw. Look out. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a huge play. Got it down the field. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.